So that's really the game.
Bernard only had 4 carries in the second half. Is he okay, or
He's fine.
was that just a
It's fine.
decision?
We couldn't. We weren't converting first downs. We were trying to throw the ball a little bit, try to loosen that thing up a little bit. It was an 8-man front, and the power run game really was not there at that point. So we really wanted to try to loosen things up, and that's what happened.
Coach, how do you think your interior offensive line is against their 2 big defenses in that business?
It's hard to say until I watch the tape. I'd say at times early, I felt like we had some seams and some room in there to run the ball a little bit, but I felt like towards the end I didn't feel that much. So I need to watch the tape and see why that was. And obviously a pretty good front. I mean, I told everybody that going in that game that I thought their front was as good as there was in the country, and I knew that it's not a great surprise to me that we knew we had to throw some play action pass. We knew that. We knew we had to run some option. We knew that. And the problem is when we threw those play action passes or a couple of those drop back throws, we can't throw it to them. We can't do that. It's turning the ball over, and that hurts you.
Just talk about what you saw. I know you have this in film, just on the 4th and 1, how it kind of came down to that, I guess, that last drive for Penn State.
It's 4th and 1. Looked like we had a shot there, and a little second effort. Looked like he got that ball over and got a first down. That's where it was, But you know what? You can't put your defense in that situation. I mean, we put our defense there. Our offense put our defense there. You can't do that. Like I said, it's one thing to punt the ball, and make them work the field, and let your defense try to win the game. All right. It's another thing to give them the ball right there on the plus side of the 50. You're asking for it. Your defense gets worn down. You just can't do that. You cannot do that. And we did that. I thought at the end, I still felt like we had a shot at the end in the 2-minute drill coming down the field. I felt good, but just kind of got ourselves out of the pocket a little bit, and didn't execute the plays that were there to be executed. We didn't get that done, and I got to do a better job. Obviously, I got to go back and make sure, why are those balls thrown? What's happening there? I've got to do a better job with that. I got to make sure that doesn't happen. I said a long time ago, you got to be able to take care of the football, play great defense, win the special teams battle, take care of the football. We just didn't do that. We didn't do that.
After scoring on your first drive, was it more their defense changing, or you just weren't able to sustain that?
We weren't able to sustain that. I thought we had a nice mix going on that first drive, and we had another drive in there. I thought when we put Chester in, we had a little momentum going there, but we couldn't sustain that. We got behind a little bit on down and distance, and we needed to be able to throw the ball, to win that game. We had to be able to complete some drop back, quick game, drop back. They were sitting on us a lot, so our routes. We needed to be able to get the ball down the field. We needed to be able to throw some play action pass. We did not execute that. That didn't happen. We needed to do that. I mean, it's only, you can pack the box so much. At some point, you have to be able to do that. And we didn't get that done.
Steve, how did you think Mike was playing before he came out of the game? You saw it felt like he plateaued, or was the plan always to get?
No, the plan was to get Chester in there. If we were able to impose our will running the power run game and different play action and that kind of mindset, which we did early, we're going to do that as long as we could do that. When we felt that we needed a change-up, then we were going to go to a change-up. And we felt at that time, and I still feel good about that. I think that was the right time to do that. And that happened. I felt like I just didn't like our on offense. I didn't feel in the second half. We just got nothing done. We had opportunities, but we just didn't get anything done. We weren't moving a line of scrimmage. So, and then I thought we protected pretty well, though. I felt like our protection was pretty good, and that's why I'm saying, in our mind, we said, well, we got to throw the ball over here. And we feel good about our receivers and our throw game. So it wasn't like, well, you know what, go to it. We didn't get it done. Simply didn't get it done. Yeah. Look at the film. Rock and roll. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Find out exactly what happened. I don't like to, you get in, you come after a game. You got a lot of motion in the game. For me to sit here and say, oh, this is the way it's going to be. It wouldn't be fair to anybody, you know. But we're going to make sure, though, that we can play that game in balance. We're going to make sure we are balanced and we can play the game in balance. So the defense has got to defend the field. That's going to happen. And whoever gives us that best opportunity to do that, there's a lot of ways to skin that cat now. There's a lot of ways to do it, right? We're going to find the best way for Temple, and we're going to make sure that we come back out and we're going to play.
Coach, when it's 10-7 and Penn State hits the upright, they miss that field goal, at any point are you feeling like, hey, this is our win, this is our time, this is Temple's time to beat Penn State?
I quite frankly felt that way even when we had the ball at the end going down the field, to be honest with you. I really felt we were going to go down the field and score. So, I mean, that's the mindset. And I can tell you that's the truth. So, we were playing great on defense. I felt like we were going to crack that thing. I really felt like in the end we'd probably be able to throw that ball a little bit because they were so loaded up front that we'd be able to throw it a little bit and move it down, which we started doing just a little bit. And then, you know, then we threw it to them. So, we battled. I thought we battled. Our defense played gritty and tough. I think our whole team played gritty and tough. We said we're going to be a tough football team. We're a tough football team. There's no quitting that team now. None. We just can't turn the ball over. It's simple. It's not that complicated. You can't turn the ball over. We turned it over against Penn State. Put them on the short field in the fourth quarter twice. You know, law of averages say right there. You just follow the field position chart. You know, field position chart says that the percent of them scoring is extremely high at that point. And we did it to them. And our defense still didn't give in. We brought it right down to that 4th and 1. I'm real proud of the way they fought. But as I said earlier, you know, I'm proud of the fact that we got a tough football team. I'm proud of the fact that we battled, but we lost. We don't play to lose anybody. We don't play anybody for that. I don't believe in that. We don't believe in that. Come back out next week. Go down to Maryland. Go play Maryland. Go fight them too. That's the way it is. Got a lot of football left to play. Got a good group of kids, good group of guys. Tough. They like football. They want to get better. They want to grow. It's our job to make sure that they do grow. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. Rest assured that that's going to happen.
What are you going to do in practice to make sure you don't make the same mistakes as Maryland?
We're not going to throw it to the defense. That's what we're going to do. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we don't do that. Then we're going to go look at that tape and get a little handle on what really was gumming up. What was gumming up the run game? You know, was it just the loaded box? Was it we didn't move them? Did we miss some blocks? I mean, let's go see what that really was. Let's go investigate that a little bit. You know.
The guys are very motivated, trying to get this victory against Penn State. Now, how do you go about not getting them to dwell on this for too long?
I mean, the football train's rolling, man. We got to go. I mean, you know, I said this earlier in the week. You know, we played a great program. Played Penn State. We're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania school playing. I get all that. I get it all. One game doesn't define us one way or the other. That's just the way it is. I know there was some commentary about that. That's great. That's great. That doesn't define our season. Okay, what defines us is we've got to go. We've got a whole season to play. We've got a whole conference to play right now. Okay, that's really important. We had our third largest crowd here in the history of Temple football. We had our largest student crowd here, largest in the history of Temple football. All right, there was almost 12,000 students here, 11,000 students here today. We had a great environment here. We got a young team. We're growing that team, and it's terrific. And that's what we want. You guys like me, we want major college football in the city of Philadelphia. That's what you want. And we need to build that and grow that and support that. That's good for this city. It's good for Temple. This is Philadelphia's Division I football program. That's clear. That's what it is. Okay? So we played Penn State. Great. We play physical. Great. We played physical. Temple didn't handle Temple today. And we got beat in the end because we put the ball on the ground. All you have to do is tell kids straight up the way it is. And we got to come back and battle back and go, man. That's the way life is. That's the way football is. One game doesn't measure your season. I know some people want to make it that way. I guess. I'm not wired that way. It's a game. We're all bitterly disappointed. I can't make that get better. I told the team that. We can't. You should be disappointed. We all are.